To learn means to be in a state of play, to live a life of curiosity, a life of inspiring one another, a life of connecting with each other, and a life of real conversations. Welcome to Natural Learning. Hello, in my last video I talked about the importance of simulations, especially games, as learning tools. However, sometimes we get stuck there and we make simulations the primary way of learning. But that's not their rightful place. Simulations are a plan B when it comes to learning. Our plan A should be direct learning. You know, one of the things that frustrates me most is when people talk about a child's education in terms of preparing them for life. No. This is not how we should be thinking about children. Children are already living life. They are not preparing for it. We do them a tremendous disservice by holding them back in abstract simulations and by not allowing them to experience the real world. Keeping children in a state of preparation is a roadblock to faster and more efficient learning. So hidden behind this phrase, preparing them for life, is a concern that letting children learn directly is unsafe. Children might hurt themselves physically, or disagree with what the educator thinks is essential knowledge, or choose another way of going about something than the educator is comfortable with, or they even may learn something deemed unsuitable for their age. And it seems better to keep children in a bubble so that you can control what they learn and how they learn it. Now, understand that this concern is real. The reality is that learning is not safe, but it is also necessary. So what is direct learning? Leonardo Da Vinci once said, "He who can go to the fountain does not need to go to the water jar." And direct learning is a principle that we learn something best by getting as much hands-on experience as possible. Want to learn a new language? Well, start speaking that language. I think anyone who has tried to learn a language in school will readily agree that the hours spent learning the language and their actual ability is quite disappointing. Compare this to someone who goes to a new country and out of necessity has to start speaking the new language. Their language skills usually improve quickly and with less effort. Let me share with you the story of Benny Lewis, now a polyglot, and he writes, "After college, I moved to Spain. If I'm living in another country, I'll be sure to pick up the language," I reasoned. I spent 6 months in Spain. I took expensive language classes. I studied every day. I repeated the same words and phrases over and over, but I still couldn't actually speak Spanish. While in Spain, I met a guy who changed my life. He was at an international party, switching from one language to another as he moved between guests. "How do you do it?" I asked. He explained that to speak a language, you've just got to start speaking it. "There's no magic," he said. "You only need a willingness to make mistakes." And I tried his advice, and I've never looked back since. So Benny has now learnt a multitude of languages to either conversational or fluent level, often within just a few months. We put such an emphasis on reading books about a topic, listening to lectures, playing games or using apps, when all we really need to do is to remember the Nike slogan, "Just do it." As I said at the start of this series, the key ingredients to natural learning are curiosity, co-inspiration, connection, and conversation, all undergirded with a playful mindset. The first step of natural learning is curiosity. So be curious about your kids. Look closely at the games, books, TV programs that your child is consuming. These are their simulations. These are their plan B. Now think about whether there is any way they can experience these things more directly. Does your son or daughter watch cooking shows or play cooking games? Invite them to cook their favorite meal with you or let them choose something new to make. Does your son or daughter play video games that involve climbing things, or climb a tree with them, or maybe even onto your garage roof? Does your son or daughter watch YouTube videos on Bitcoin? Buy some Bitcoin together and start trading. Does your son or daughter like open world games? Find a place near you that would be exciting to explore. By you doing in real life what they were only doing in a simulation, your child will have an awesome opportunity to learn more directly. Doing things together will also likely create more of a connection with them and make them feel braver about trying something new. Through all of this, keep the lines of conversation open. Oh, and don't forget that doing things in real life doesn't mean that we have to be intensely serious. Maintain a playful mindset. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Again, give this video a like or share it as well if you really enjoyed it. And go back and watch some of the previous videos as well to help make sense of what I've been exploring. And again, if you would like to talk to me personally about natural learning, message me on Facebook or go to my website frankeducation.nz and sign yourself up for a free consult. Alright, thanks so much. Bye.